And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy with the Rude Man, and in the last episode we left off here where we need to search for the bad guys, the heretics. In between though, I had realized that I hadn't done any of my job quests. I had about 10 of them to do, and because I'm level 61 now and they go up to level 60 at this point, so I had to go back and do those. Now as a result of that, if you don't remember, I mentioned that, oh my god, I haven't done those quests. I need them because I won't have most of my magic, or a lot of my magic, which I didn't. Now I do. So I've added a lot of spells that I didn't have. And curious enough, I was missing them. I kept thinking, oh, why can't I do that? Why can't I do this? And I thought to myself, well, it's because I'm not that level yet. Well, I was that level, I just hadn't done the quests. So I'm up to level 60 on those quests, and the problem is that's the next one right here, a flare for the dramatic, which is the next one in line for my level 61 character. This is the level 60 quest for it. Problem is, I haven't reached the area that quest is in the game yet. So I can't do that quest until I reach that area, which is coming up pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that duty off. I'm going to turn that duty off so I don't have to see it. Is this guy just showing off or what? Nope, he's killing. Why is he killing NPCs? Oh well, none of my concern. Anyway, let's take this quest and get on with what we were doing. He has the right of it, Master Painter. Whatever remains of the Heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Oh, there's plenty of choices you could have made. Rest assured we will not be far behind. And Roland, thank you. Okay, that was silly on more than one part. One, he expects to follow my footprints if I leave any. So I've got to count on the reinforcements finding me by looking for footprints in the snow that this wind that's blowing could cover up at any time. That was silly. And then splitting up might be another silly thing. Only because it's not like we're in any kind of hurry. Well, kind of, because he's expecting me to find the trail. And that trail might be gone. So I guess that makes a little bit more sense. The tracks continue to the north. All right, we got to find their hiding place. So we're just following footprints. Suspicious ones, not just normal ones. Uh-oh. Trouble. See if I can outrun that guy. Maybe. Maybe not. He doesn't seem to be hurting me. Oh, is he still following me? He went back. Oh, looky, looky. Alright, there he goes. Gotta follow him. Don't let him too far ahead of me. And I don't want to kill him because I want to find out where he's going. That's the whole point of this. Oh, you had to run over that rock. You couldn't have went around it. What if you'd have stubbed your toe? Don't have time to stop and fight. Oh, hey, look, it's a hideout. All right. You don't suppose this is going to be an ambush, do you? No, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so on these spells, you'll notice that I still have ether charge. I do have the ability to summon Bahamut. So, if you notice, I got synced down to level 52. So, but I can summon Bahamut now. That's a game changer, by the way. You'll find out when you see it.
Looking for me, I presume.
Hey, it's my buddy.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou, alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them.
Interesting.
But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course, and not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
Really? Weren't you the leader?
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Are you talking about me and you? Master Painter, praise Haloni, you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let this distract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in such a remote location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let's return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across malms of ice and snow, I would say you're due for a few hours' rest by a warm fire. Lord Arterial, Master Painter, full glad am I to see you both hale and hearty. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own, and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artorial. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortemps could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Painter have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray, return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Now, you see, the older brother is a decent sort, not like his younger brothers. Younger brother's an idiot. And I know, I've said that too many times, but it's true. All right, back to Fortemps Manor. The last vigil. Let me in. Master Painter, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Horsefant swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Erosia and honored guest of House Fortemps. my new comrade in arms, Horshafont's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet, you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear, and you dutifully tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horshafont had the right of it all. That I doubted your strength bespoke mine own weakness, but I will not doubt you again. On that, you have my word. Ruin 4. All right, we're going to kick some ass now. Let's see what the steward has to say. Ah, Master Painter, my lord, the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Attoro and Lord Emmanuelin. If you would remain here for just a moment, please.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emmanuelin's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Fortom. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord!
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings.
What?
Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
The rich, you mean? Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed, men who will dismiss your efforts and recent successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Zamail is manipulating Sir Grinno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain his masters do know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Amaric at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. Alright, we gotta figure out what the hell's going on. Ah, Horshafont's here already. It has been too long, Roland. Would that this visit came upon happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru, I take it. Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is the most ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Grinno accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravorian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. Oh, guess who's got to fight? But of course. In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Grinno and a second of his choosing, another knight of the Heavensward most like. 2 of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphino's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Horshafont, but all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphino at once and inform him of our intentions. Roland, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. Well, the water in the pot's beginning to boil. Get ready to throw the frog in. I guess that would be us. Let's see, where do I have to go? I have to go there. Listen carefully, Roland. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the highest adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Tataru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grinno's face when he sees his true opponent. 'Twill be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer you so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? No time like the present.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward.
Poppin' Jays.
Sir Grinno, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grinno de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these two foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward.
If these guys hate heretics as much as they say, why haven't they captured these heretics if they're just able to walk in and out of a tavern?
Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grinno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Not a very big place to fight.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
All right, we're going to take out this Popinjay here first.
I have my pride.
Get him, Titan.
I've got you now.
Get him, Ifrit.
Down with you! This isn't funny.
We can get that chain. Oh, Garuda. And we're done. I mean, we won. The Fury has spoken. Alphino Leveliar, Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive of her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused go forth in peace. Delivered from the untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in to face the adversary, two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie, why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray, receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Magnificent, is she not? Strong, yet sleek, elegant, yet eager. What say you, Roland? Will you take her for your steed? Lord Hoshaphat, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Halonic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Whoops. Ether currents are now accessible. So, collection expanded, Ether Compass acquired. You have obtained a black chocobo. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune to all the local ether currents. In order to attune to some ether currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in the endeavor, you have also obtained an Aether Compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest ether current upon use. The Ether Compass can be found under Collection in the Duty section of the main menu. To review your progress, select Travel from the main menu, followed by Ether Currents. Now, in the original game, you weren't able to fly, and so at this point, you were given a flying mount, the only one, and then of course they gave you a compass to find the Aether currents. Now, in a particular area, you have to go find all these currents. When you do, that gives you the ability to fly in that whole area. So, and then of course later they added flying everywhere. So, because they started adding flying mounts to the game. That's why I've got so many flying mounts, including that motorcycle and the car and things like that. At first, all we had was this black chocobo. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortom's Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Haloni smiles on us yet again, Master Painter, guided you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavensward while the city's elite looked on? By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. My lord, we have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Master Painter. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Master Painter. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Just identify yourself to him and he'll escort you in. And this is a good place to take a rest. We'll go see what the Archbishop wants in the next episode. I hope to see you there. Ta-ta for now.